Hi trainers, I'm Teets and we have a ton of things to go through in this video, a ton of leaks galore from El Chico Eevee. Huge shout outs to El Chico Eevee. So in this video, we're going to go through 2 more Pokemon that are coming to Pokemon Unite that we know of now that are in the files, and we actually have gameplay for, which I will release very soon. So if you're already subscribed to the bell to be notified for that. We're going to go through the Battle Pass, we're going to go through the patch notes, we're going to go through the new items, and one of these Pokemon have an exclusive item, I think. I'm just guessing. But we're going to go through all of that in this video. Let's jump right into it, trainers. We're going to start off with the Battle Pass. Alright, let's look at the Battle Pass. So, I'm very excited to see who the Pokemon are for this Battle Pass. It's a circus. It's Espeon and Dodrio! Let's go! Oh my god, Espeon looks amazing! Espeon looks amazing! That is beautiful. That is gorgeous. Oh, the effects. Oh my, the effects. That is a must-have. I don't even play Espeon that much at all, but that is a must-have. And Dodrio looks, you know, great as usual. Dodrio just always looks great. Wait, that's amazing. Oh, those are the avatar outfits. They look really cool too. It would look really nice to match with Espeon for sure. I really like the matching with that, with Espeon. That is cute. I would say one of my other favorite ones is the Blastoise one. That Blastoise Holoware, the one that looks like an anime one, looks so sick. But yeah, this looks amazing. I'm in love with it. 10 out of 10, 100%. This is a 10 out of 10 Holoware. Okay, so you guys are going to be so excited for this, but one of the new defenders that we have coming to Pokemon Unite is Umbreon. Umbreon is coming to Pokemon Unite as a defender. I am so excited. It's really insane. So El Chico Eevee has shared that Umbreon will have Swift. Like all the Eevees so far, they all have Swift. Really excited to see how they're going to implement Swift on Umbreon because Swift looks different on each evolution. But Umbreon is going to be our first evolution that is not an attacker, which is crazy, and it's defender. It's so sick. Like, look how amazing this Pokemon looks. We don't have the gameplay yet, but we will have it very soon. Today, I would say maybe in like a couple hours. Make sure you check back on this channel because I will have it up on here. But I'm very excited for this. We also have this picture here as well, where Eevee looks like it's crying. It probably is crying. I think it is crying. Look at the tears coming out of its face, but it looks amazing. I also love the little icon to show that you are Umbreon as well. Oh my gosh, we can almost make a full team of evolutions. We just need one more. This is crazy. I can't wait to see who the 5th one's going to be first. And another Pokemon we have who is the attacker coming for Pokemon Unite is Chandelure. So Chandelure is coming into Pokemon Unite, and I'm just shocked because Umbreon and Chandelure are from my list of predicted Pokemons, and that list is more right than not right so far. It's so small and so cute. I am so in love with it. I cannot wait to see Litwick in the game. El Chico Eevee has also shared a short of Chandelure's gameplay, a very quick sneak peek. We'll have a gameplay of that as well, like a full one on this channel. Okay, so let's play this short. Look at Chandelure. Look how it throws its moves. This is the next attacker in Pokemon Unite, and I'm going to say it looks awesome. So El Chico Eevee says it kind of reminds him of Pokken, I think. Pokken, I don't know how to say it. So that's really cool. Like, it really makes him feel like he's playing Pokken. So that's really insanely cool. I'm so excited for Chandelure to come into the game. This looks insane. I cannot wait to see the full gameplay of this Pokemon because this looks amazing. It is interesting to see him just throw his moves out like that. Like, I find it a little bit funny to look at. But this looks so cool. What? Okay, so next we have the changes that are coming into Pokemon Unite. So this is supposedly going to be the next patch notes that are coming live. I believe there are a ton of changes. I'm going to kind of like predict if it's going to be a buff or a nerf on this Pokemon, but I would love to hear in the comments down below what you think it's going to be. Also, I would like to say there are a lot, okay, traders? A lot of your favorites might be in this one. So the first change we have here is Gardevoir. Gardevoir is getting buffed or nerfed in Pokemon Unite. I think Gardevoir is actually in a really good spot. Like, it's a good Pokemon to have. It does damage. It does well. It doesn't do terrible at all either. I think that Pokemon is actually in a pretty decent spot. But I feel like my prediction is that they're going to probably make buffs and nerfs to this Pokemon. I don't know. This is just my guess because honestly, at the moment, I just don't feel like this Pokemon is insanely crazy to me. That's just my opinion. But I think Gardevoir probably might just have a buff, maybe. Maybe they want to go into that Gardevoir era again. Then we have Delphox. Not gonna lie, trainers, Delphox right now, insane. Crazy. That Pokemon is so crazy. I think Delphox will be getting a nerf in Pokemon Unite. I think they're going to nerf this Pokemon. It's just so strong. It does so much damage. Its cooldowns are so low. It can just keep the flow of its, like, it just does consistent damage, consistent DPS. It's pretty insane. I think Delphox will be getting a nerf, maybe even a buff to the other moveset. I don't know, but most likely a nerf. Next, we have Tyranitar, who is also doing insane in Pokemon Unite. I think Tyranitar will be one of the Pokemon that are getting nerfed as well. Maybe they will buff the other moveset as well. Pokemon Unite really, really likes to encourage players to use the other moveset, and that might just happen with Tyranitar. Tyranitar is so strong. I think this Pokemon will be getting a nerf. Next, we have a Shifu. A Shifu, I think, is also getting probably a nerf. I feel like this Pokemon is still really strong, and the win rate of this Pokemon is insane. I think it's one of the highest win rates we've had in the game for a very long time. Like, I think it was around like a 54%, which is extremely high for Pokemon. And well, I think maybe Duraludon had that as well, but Urshifu was like one of the few Pokemon that could actually overtake Duraludon in the win rate department. And now Urshifu is one of the most highest winning Pokemon and the highest winning Pokemon. And I even won with it on my game, so that says a lot. So I think this Pokemon will be getting a nerf. Next, we have Eldegoss. Eldegoss, to me, is in a really good spot. It is an amazing healer. It does good damage. I think Eldegoss might actually get a bit of a nerf. That's my guess. I don't know. I think Eldegoss is doing pretty well. I don't see why they would buff it, but then again, it is Pokemon Unite, so I don't know. Next we have is Trevenant. I think Trevenant is struggling. I'm not gonna lie. I think Trevenant is not doing the best that it can be. I think there are other Pokemon or slash defenders that are doing so much better. Like, for example, Mamoswine offers a lot more than Trevenant does at the moment. So I think Trevenant will be getting a buff for sure, which I'm really happy about because Trevenant is one of my favorite defenders. I love Trevenant. I've also been like 1v5'd by Trevenants before, which is pretty insane when I think about it. Not 1v5, but like Trevenant can actually sometimes go against 3 players on its own because it just heals so much and it just takes you out so slowly. It's pretty crazy. So Trevenant, I think, will be getting a buff. Next, we have Wigglytuff, and this kind of scares me. There was a time in Wigglytuff's phase where it was just doing so much for the team. It was really insane. It had so much crowd control. It was so hard to fight with a Wigglytuff on the enemy team. And I think this Pokemon will be getting a buff because right now it's not doing well. It hasn't done as well as it did back then. For a very long time, Wigglytuff meta has just not been as insane as it used to be, like, ever, I think, like, after that. So I could see this Pokemon getting a buff. I think Wigglytuff might just get a buff, and I'm very scared about that because I think Wigglytuff's metas is really one of the, like, probably the one that left the most on me. Like, it was just insane. Then we have Dragonite. I think Dragonite is not doing, like, really bad, but it's not doing, like, really well. I think it's okay. I think Dragonite will be getting a buff. My prediction is Dragonite is going to get buffed, and I don't know what they're gonna do with it, but that Pokemon, I think, does need a buff, so I think Dragonite will be just getting buffed. Next, we have Talonflame. Talonflame, I think, is also not as great either. I think Talonflame will get a buff as well, and this is just so crazy to me because, like, it seems like we're going back into the meta of Pokemon that were doing super well before. So Wigglytuff, Dragonite, Talonflame, they all had their own metas, and I think we might be going back into the era of their metas, which is crazy. It kind of brings me back, like, nostalgia in a way. I think Talonflame will be getting a buff because I just think it's not doing well at the moment either. And then we have Espeon. Espeon definitely getting a buff, 100%. You know why I know this? BP. What does BP stand for? Buff Pass. That's what it is. They seem to buff every Pokemon that gets into the Battle Pass. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with you. I think that's what's gonna happen. I think Espeon will be getting a buff with the Battle Pass, buff pass. So we're gonna expect to see more Espeons as well, I reckon. And the last one we have is Comfy. Comfy is 100% getting buffed. No Comfy is just, I don't even need to talk about this. Comfy is just not doing great, okay? Like, this Pokemon is probably the weakest release I've ever seen in the Pokemon Unite's history. So Comfy for sure is going to be getting a buff. If they nerf it, I'm gonna be like, what the heck? But I'm pretty sure it's getting a buff. Those are the Pokemon that are getting changes. What do you think, trainers? Which one are you more excited or less excited about? Let me know in the comments down below. The last thing we have are the new items. So first I want to talk about this item that seems to be an exclusive item, which is crazy. It looks like this item might be for the next all-rounder Zacian. So it's a held item. It is called Rusted Sword. It is said that a hero used this sword to halt a terrible disaster in ancient times, but it's grown rusty and worn. Now, this is screaming Zacian. I think this item is for Zacian. So it's interesting to me, like, does that mean Zacian just uses a whole item slot for this item? I think maybe this sword will actually bring Zacian into the crowned form. So I think if you don't have this item, it won't be in its crowned form. So I'm guessing you actually can probably play two different kinds of Zacian, like one without this sword and one with the sword, because in the main series, these two Pokemon actually have different stats. I'm wondering if this is what they're doing. Maybe there's two different playstyles. But from the movesets that we've seen from Zacian so far, which I have made a video about from our secret leaker, it only showed the crowned moves. So I'm wondering if there's going to be another moveset for the uncrowned version. This also could just not be related at all, but like I don't see why it's not related. You know what I mean? Like it has to be related. This is just screams Zacian to me. So it might be that Zacian gets an exclusive item, which is insane. Now we have more info about Rescue Hood, which increases recovery effect by a number and shield effect by a number when they're granted to ally Pokemon. This is going to be insane on healers. This is going to be insane on Blissey. It's going to be insane on Eldegoss. I'm wondering how it's going to work with Comfy. Probably is insane with Comfy because I don't know what changes they're making to Comfy, but that is crazy. I think Rescue Hood is going to be very strong on healers. Very, very strong. And we have Slick Spoon. Makes damage dealt by your Pokemon special attacks ignore opposing Pokemon special defense. Oh my god, Gardevoir is going to go ham. Gardevoir is gonna go ham. I'm gonna try this item on Gardevoir. It sounds very insane. This item sounds really, really strong. It ignores special defense. What? And Gardevoir, I think, already has that inbuilt boosted. The boosted, I don't remember that basic attack that already ignores special. I don't know the specifics, but something like that. So I'm wondering how this is going to work. It's gotta be crazy. But yeah, I have more gameplays of the other leaked Pokemon, which is Lapras and Gudra. But I will have a gameplay of Umbreon and of Chandelure as well. So subscribe to the bell to be notified for that. I am so excited for this. It's going to be crazy, trainers. It's going to be crazy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to catch you for the next one. Like the video if you found this interesting. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about all these changes.